Okay, hi everybody.
I hope you had a good time.
I did. I did. I was over. So hi everyone online. I'm already talking to people. With this one, I have a telephone call. I also call into a conference room. And so if you want to ask a question later on, I have that information down in the comments. Otherwise, I'm not going to look at the comments because this is different than the setup with the universal light beings. And so I'm just, when I'm in a meditative state, it just doesn't, it's just not very cohesive. So anyway, I have that news there, but yeah, so the people in the conference room were just asking me how it went. This is, I skipped the channel last, 2 weeks ago, that was the 5th, I think, of May. I was taking care of my grandkids and over at their house, and after a Sunday with 4 kids, no way was I ready to do something like this. Plus, they were still getting ready to go to school the next day, and so anyway, I was glad to take the time off. But doesn't it feel like it's been a long, long time? Someone had written
Yeah.
me and asked about doing the VSOC or the WESOC festival tonight. I always felt like it was with the full moon, which I believe was a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not sure if that's going to come up, but energy is energy. We can still tap into it, even if it's already happened, because I feel as if the alignment with Yeshua, with Buddha, all of that is, and for those of you that don't know what it is, it's on the full moon in May because it is associated with Buddha's birthday. And it is a time when the Christ energy and the Buddhic energy come back in alignment with one another. And it just creates a shift for the earth. I mean, it's been a very, very powerful thing throughout the years. And now with the ascension as it's been, I am kind of curious to see if maybe we can check with them and see how it all comes out. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe it'll be on to something else, whatever it is that the goddess is thinking. But anyway, so welcome back everyone. I appreciate it. For those of you that are listening to this for the first time, if this is something you like, I channel the universal light beings, and then this is a meditation. Please consider subscribing if that's something you're interested in. I'm on Rumble and YouTube, and then some of it I do on Facebook. So just kind of look for me in different locations. I also do private sessions with people. If you've got something that you're working on, if you want to communicate soul to soul with someone else, be them transitioned or over here, the private sessions are very, very unique. I never know what the individual is going to need. So it can be about communication, looking for information, healing, energy healing. It can be all sorts of different things. So anyway, if that's something you're interested in, goddesslight.net is where you can go to my website and check that out. Okay, so here we go. It is already 9:10. That's another thing. Many of you have known me for a very, very long time, and I have been doing this since 2003. So what is that? 21 years. Long time of having the 2 channels a month. And I found myself this evening, especially because I hadn't done it in a while. It was like, well, should I get ready? Well, okay. And I had not even turned on my computers for 2 days. So and then they was like they wanted to reboot, and then the internet was not working, and I thought, oh, okay, don't wait till the last minute. But it's funny how when you do something for a long time like that, there's bits and pieces of it that, yeah, I'll get it done, yeah, it'll be fine. You just don't think about it anymore. And then here I am kind of getting set up, and it's like, oh dear, that's not working. But anyway, so here we are. And I thank you for being here. It's always interesting. That is for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone that is in the teleconference, and we will get started with this.
All participants are muted. The recording has started.
Okay, as we come together this evening, I invite you to choose to let this be a time for you. Let this be a time when you're going to open up your heart. Let this be a time when you're going to just nurture yourself. Just allow this to be an opportunity for you to just be present with yourself. One of the things that I know happens to so many people is you get busy, you get distracted, you are going in many, many different directions. And that's when you kind of forget about taking the time to take care of yourself. So allow this to be that moment. Allow this meditation to bring you present in the now moment to love, support, and nurture yourself. And as you breathe in and out through your nose, take one breath where you breathe all the way in through your nose. You go down into your heart center. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of anything that may be hanging over you. Allow another focused breath to come in. Where you breathe in, you go even deeper. You go through your heart center and send energy and light into the bloodstream so that every cell within your blood becomes illuminated with light. And you're breathing in and out gently and easily. And as you're doing so, every breath you take in becomes filled with light. It flows throughout your body, and you breathe out any tension or stress. With one last breath of energy and light, I invite you to breathe all the way down into your core essence, as if you're taking everything around you. You're breathing it within you. You're sending it all the way down and anchoring it within you so that you are centering and focusing within. And then as you breathe out, just breathe in and out gently and easily, keeping that focus down within you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out in this now moment to embrace you wherever you are in your daily life. Humanity has already gone through the majority of one of the most massive transformations in your history of humanity. There have been other instances when there have been ascensions of the people living on the planet. And even though it might have taken hundreds or thousands of years, there was a cycle that just kept repeating itself. You, the humans that are living your everyday life, are a big part of what is changing that. You, from your soul essence, in alignment with the consciousness of you in your everyday life, are creating something new. You are creating something different. There have always been angels and light beings that have worked with the individuals living on the earth. Sometimes many of you, through another aspect of yourself, are those angels and light beings that are working with humanity. I know that may shift your consciousness a little bit, but as your soul, you have the ability to manifest and live in many different realities at the same time. So consider that for yourself. Where are you in this life? Where is your conscious awareness in this life. As you remain here, grounded on the earth, consider 6 months, a year, 2 years ago, where was the focus of your consciousness? And then roll forward to where you are right now and ask yourself that same question. Where is my focus and my consciousness? I do want to actually go into that a little deeper. As I look at many of you, you've already been open and aware of this for many, many years. So the transition of your consciousness a couple of years ago to now, you're still there, you're still aware, you still understand, but there's so much more transparency around you, which allows you to understand yourself in a better way, and then those people that are in and around your life. So too, I see so many others that were living their life in a very routine manner that are now aware and thinking about, what are my choices? What am I seeking? How can I live a life that is lived from my heart? This is the expanding consciousness. In two different aspects of society, this is what expanding consciousness looks like. As I smile, I also consider there are many that don't fit into either one of those. They are just present within themselves. So truly, it's not about fitting into a particular box. It's about understanding that you are more than just this life, that you, through your consciousness, are aligned with your soul, and that through that awareness, you have the ability to expand in innumerable ways. Take a deep breath in and focus within your heart, and then breathe out. Create that ball of energy within your heart center. You can create it through your imagination, but you see or you sense or you feel this ball of light that just swirls around within your heart. As you connect with it, allow an aspect or a part of it to just go down through your solar plexus. Let it go into your sacral center and then your root center, and send it down into the earth. Feel how your energy just expands as you connect with Gaia. You let that energy of the earth come back up within that column of light. It swirls through your heart center once more, and you send up through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body, and you send it up into the space of your higher self. You just automatically connect with your higher self. And as you're looking around, understand that this is the blend between you and your divinity. This is also the space where you are getting insights and feedback in your intuition about your everyday life. So when you look around, if you feel very congested, or if you see lots of little projects going on, just take a moment to breathe in and send out, just like you're sending a wave of energy through this space. Clear it out. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let go of the distractions that may keep you from accomplishing what you really want to have. Then, as you do so, feel how your heart expands even more through this alignment to your higher self. You continue to send that energy. You follow that thread of light. It moves up from your higher self. It moves through different layers of consciousness. And it ends up within your soul. Here at the space of your soul is where you, the human in this lifetime, this is your God source energy. This is your infinite essence of who you are. Allow all of that to just move through you as if you stand still within this presence and it just connects to you and moves through you. Take a moment to consider, does it feel different to you? Or is this the same way in which you've connected for all this time? I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you that are here. As we merge our energies together, it shifts us into the all that is. Feel what this space is about. This is a place of creation. It is a place of high frequency. And then I, the goddess, am here to reflect back to you who you are and to amplify those aspects of you that you are just now learning about. For many of you that have been coming into the all that is, you may notice that the last several months it is different. What I'm drawing from is that with so many of you, when you arrive here, you see the images, or some of you just feel the essence of certain things that you've been working on. However, for the last couple of months, it's as if every time you arrive, there's a clean slate. Some of you may still have things that are going on that you see. However, for the majority, it's as if every time you come in to this place of creation, you come into a clean slate so that you may choose, as if each time you are creating something new. So look around with new eyes. Look around with a new perspective. I do feel that the Wesak Festival is a very important time of communication. We have aligned with this for easily 10 to 15 years, at least one of the meditations in May. The energy of this took place about a week or so ago, but that doesn't matter. It's still an important experience, and each one of you can tap into it, and it is as if you are starting right in the moment when it took place. The reason that I feel it is important is because you will notice a big transition from last year. And I know many of you felt a big transition last year from the year before. So let us open up the space in front of you that is here within the All That Is. And as we do so, I'm going to open up a portal or open up a space that we arrive in one of the high meadows. My perception is this is within the Himalayan mountains. I do remember last time someone said they thought it was something associated with Antarctica or a different location. When we open up this space, we are aligning within the Himalayan, because when Buddha lived his life, he was in that which is now called Tibet and China and different parts of Asia. And as Christ was living his life upon the earth, even though he was more in the Middle East, he traveled up through India, Pakistan, Tibet. And so this is where they both lived portions of their life when they were physically upon the earth. And this is why we come back to this space every year. Be very aware that it has grown and become massive and very expansive. So therefore, if you are tapping into something that you feel is a little different, then most likely you are tapping into another opening of a doorway where this is also taking place. As you look before you, look around and you see the tops of the mountains. Each one of you have become very powerful energy workers, and you have really been strengthening not only your intuitive gifts, but your psychic gifts. So as we come in through the top of these mountains and we're allowing our energies to move down, ask yourself, where is it most important for you to be at this time? We shift the time-space reality so that it is becoming right at that moment. When everyone that is in the meadow becomes aware. As you look up to the heavens, there is an opening and this beautiful crystalline white light comes down. It is as if it is in a pathway that is coming down into this meadow. And as you look, you can see the Buddha as he is descending onto the earth plane. He does not look the way in which he is portrayed so often. So don't be concerned if, as you connect to him, he has a different appearance than what you would anticipate. He too is able to come in with his more authentic, high vibrational essence of himself. As he steps down onto the earth plane, immediately everything around him becomes illuminated with life and with a light frequency that just shifts it even higher. You will notice that manifesting around him, you may call it his entourage. These are the light beings that worked with him hand in hand. Some male, some female. And he gathers all of them together and they step to the side. Are you perhaps a part of that group? Everyone once again looks towards the sky. And again, as you notice that full moon, a light that comes down from the moon as it's shining onto the earth, you see the Christ energy coming down into this high meadow. So too, as he arrives and steps foot on the earth, his group that always come with him manifest around him. There is an air of celebration. There are some that are talking very excitedly to be in the presence of these two. However, as Buddha and Christ come together, you see them facing one another within this meadow. As they look to one another, the energy and the frequency shifts into that of Sananda. Their energies blend and become one. They are each stepping forth and bringing into the earth plane not only their higher frequency, but manifesting that which is available for all. Everyone in the valley is silent. It doesn't matter where you are immediately present with them. They speak as one, as the essence of Sananda, and we will share with you their message. Greetings all. We are here with you at this most sacred time. We are here representing two of the pivotal changes that have already taken place on the planet. But there have been many, many more than just these two. We are here to speak with you about what is happening. The transition, in many ways, is complete. The transition of the new reality is just beginning. For some of you, you have a feeling that it is never ending. You are constantly changing and evolving. I would invite you to consider that you can actually put the stamp of completion for where you have been and where society has been in the past. It will be a very short period of time when the common way of considering the spiritual ascension will be in this part of the new beginning, instead of we have finished everything we needed to do. In the new beginning, there will still be moments that take place in which perhaps we will be the ones to come back, or others will come back. Perhaps your loved ones will come back and spend time with you. Perhaps it will be in your dream state. There is no longer the veil. Your mental body will believe that there is still a veil. Your mind will still believe that you do not have access to certain things. However, each one of you has access to everything. You need only practice and become accustomed to what it feels like to you. As you consider your life, as you consider a new beginning, I invite you to simply be open that you may receive things that you as yet don't know what to ask for. I know that many of you have asked for things for years, and they never manifested, at least in the way that you were asking. In this new beginning, I invite you to consider that perhaps you don't know how it's going to manifest. Perhaps you don't need to know how it's going to manifest. You need only be solidly present in alignment with your soul and in alignment with God, Source, Energy. Your mind and your mental body has been very powerful? What else has gotten you through this horrible time that everyone has moved through? You would therefore appreciate all of what that represents to you. In this new beginning, consider letting go those restraints, letting go having to know, and then feel, perceive, sense the wash of energy as it continuously goes through you. That is what will help you to change. For so many people, it will be as if your entire reality is changing. Things that you believed as truth about religion, about society, about your countries, about different people's purposes in life. There will be many, many things that will be very hard for society to accept. There will be many people that feel as if the bottom falls out of their life and their reality. Understand that that will be a perception that is created in part through your consciousness, your mental body, and the reality of what you have lived. So consider in this new beginning that for everything that you recognize was wrong or misinformation or given to you incorrectly, you will now get many other things that will come through, and that will be the truth, and it will resonate with you because it will empower you. It will help you to feel stronger and know more definitively who you are and what your life is. So often, you might look to the monks or look to those that were more of the ascended vibration. That is a frequency that will now be present for every single person. Whether they have ever heard of this or not, it is there and it is present. Take a deep breath in and breathe out that truth for you. So often when we come in for this festival, it is just Christ and I. Obviously, this is the Buddha speaking. However, this evening, we both chose to bring with us those that were around us as we lived, that helped to anchor our energy so that it would live on throughout the eons and throughout time, space, reality. So as we separate once more from that Sananda energy, he is with his own physical frequency, as am I. And as we both are here present within this meadow, within those of us that have worked so diligently to manifest this, We are here to celebrate you. We are here to celebrate the Buddha, the God, the Christ, the Abraham, the Krishna, the Muhammad of everybody. Because all are part of the Sananda energies. And while it is Christ and I here present with you, whatever resonates with you, remember to feel their source frequency and let go that which has been tainted over the years. I thank you for this opportunity to speak with you, as does my brother, and know that we are both present and here with you, Aunt Saluia. Even though it was Buddha speaking at the end, he was speaking as if it was the Christ that was speaking. Howsoever you feel this alignment within you, understand that you are feeling the message and the communication that comes directly into you from Source. As I look at them, they are each beginning to separate to a degree as they connect and communicate with the people that are present in the meadow. What I find interesting is that there are many that are no longer here. For those that got what they needed, they have now left the meadow, so that the only ones that are left within this meadow are those of you that were perhaps very much a part of that energy at the times when they lived, or you are very much a part of that energy in this now moment. So take a moment, communicate with them, feel their love, feel their light, let it merge with you and expand your own consciousness. I wish to share my perception. Whenever I look at this meadow, it is called a high meadow, but it is also surrounded by the very tall mountains. So as if you were looking within this bowl, there are sparkles of light that are going in every direction. There is this bright light frequency that illuminates it as if it is daytime. Just being here is a beautiful place to be. For some, you may sense that you stay here for an indefinite period of time. For some, you may come back as needed. But as the time is right, Yeshua and Buddha, side by side, begin their ascent back up into the higher frequencies. They came down one by one, but they leave side by side. Those that were part of their entourage just disappear. And as you look to the full moon, you can see those figures as they are rising up. going back into the frequency in which they live. And then there's like a pop of energy, and then it's gone. So look at yourself. Look down at your hands, your light energy. Can you see how you yourself have transitioned? Look at the light that you now emanate. You have always done so, but this is different. There's a sense now of transitioning so that we return back into the all that is. All of this took place within the all that is, but it is as if you leave that mountains behind, as if you leave that valley behind, and you're back here within the all that is. You're looking around. You see this space for what it is. You can feel the essence, the love that is all within you, except for yourself, that you have taken on even more light frequency than ever before. Let it move through you, aligning in every way. Consider your life. As you are here in this light frequency, are there perhaps certain things you can just let go? Are there maybe other things that you recognize, this is what I choose? Can you find the peace, the love, and the balance within you? Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I invite you to come together as a group. You as the light, this massive beam of light, is brighter than it has ever been before. As you look at the hologram of the earth, you are already in alignment because of that deep connection into the Himalayan mountains. But as this hologram comes up within the group of you, you see it rotating. Send your own energy into the hologram. You are sending a deeper integration of this higher light frequency into the hologram. Be present within yourself. You let an aspect move out into the universe. The remainder goes down. You see it moving into and around the earth plane. As that hologram moves down, it goes within the center of the earth, anchoring within the crystals and the rocks so that it goes outward, clearing out anything that no longer serves. As it comes up through the grass, the trees, the water, as it comes up within every human, it makes available to everyone that potential. The potential that they too can be in this new beginning. that potential, I should rephrase that. They are in the new beginning, whether they know it or not. So it is the understanding that something new is beginning that we intend will move through every single person. You anchor down your own frequency from the all that is. You feel that string of your consciousness. It goes back through your soul. It comes back through your higher self. And you let it stream down within you in this reality. As you breathe in and out, every breath is bringing your consciousness more fully within you. As you are anchoring this, take a minute to consider, how does it feel different within you in this now moment? Can you feel how your energy has expanded into something even bigger? You just breathe. That's all you need to do is breathe. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. For those that would like to ask a question, you need to press *6 on your phone, and that will place you in the queue. If you are watching this on the video, you have the phone number there that you can follow.
Q&A session has started.
And I will answer as many of these questions as I can. For those of you that wish to just remain in that vibration and frequency, allow it to continue to roll through you.
Good evening, Goddess. Thank you so very much. I feel like I have new abilities from this, I hope. I have been dealing with a very dishonest lawsuit thing for my ski injury. They dropped all care in not paying my doctors or lawyer. They lied and said they made up a fake ski injury. They took all my injuries that are all in all my medical records out, said that there was no injuries. They basically lied, the Industrial Commission and Sun Valley. And you can appeal it, but that only goes to the Industrial Commission, so that doesn't go anywhere. You can, the lawyer can, I forget what it's called, appeal it to the Supreme Court. Same thing, they won't review it. So it's a closed system. So I've basically been big time screwed illegally with 95 pages of a document that are 100% false information. And I'm struggling to figure out, what do I do? Sue the Industrial Commission, sue the state of Idaho. I'm really listening for answers because it's fraud, big time, and defamation of character and a bunch of other things. But I got all the paperwork correct. My lawyer is not even going to get paid. He was shocked. I wonder what.
Well, we have to say we are completely shocked by this also, because every time we looked at it, we saw it as being resolved. We saw you as getting compensated. We saw, I mean, what you're saying to us is like something that is totally foreign. It's nowhere in your vibration. It's nowhere in your frequency. We just don't even see it anywhere around you. So we are taking a minute here and we're very stunned ourselves. I mean, even when we look at different timelines and different potentials, we don't ever remember seeing anything like this around you. So this is stunning. So we just need to let go that energy and let us look at it from this now moment in the way that things resolved. Okay, we sense that there is that you're very well aware of all the corruption that has been throughout the world, throughout the United States, throughout the governments, throughout the legal system, so many different levels of that corruption. And all of that is in the process of being broken down as we go. It's just not completely broken down. It's the sense we have is that your attorney, I mean, we would say to you, go with what your attorney says. But what we're picking up on from the attorney is that he is now communicating with other people that have also had a similar situation come where something is just completely we're stunned. We don't even have the words. So our sense of it is that this is going to come out as the fraud that it is. It feels like all of these judges and this complex, as you call them, is all in the process of coming down. It has started to be dismantled, and it will be completely dismantled. And then when that happens, maybe that's when you'll get the money. Because we're still feeling
I
as if
mean,
you get money. We still feel as if there's money.
yeah, it's all my doctors that are on lean, Lone Star Neurology. I mean, incredible work all across the country. They won't get paid either, including my lawyer.
Correct.
It's so dishonest. Should I try? Do you get a sense? Should I try starting a lawsuit with someone who will do it to sue the industrial commission or the state of Idaho or something like that? I have to do something.
We feel as if there are other people. What is that called? A class action lawsuit? It feels as if
Okay.
there are a group of people that are already out there and trying to expose this fraudulent practice that's gone on for a while. And gosh, we just don't, yeah. So we feel like something more will come out of this. We're feeling like you do need to go on with your life, and we do feel like this needs to also be placed in such a way that as this fraud and corruption is broken down and comes down, then you will be there as part of a group of people to say, well, this is what was wrongly done to me, this is what was wrongly done to this person, this is what was wrongly done. And because you are not alone in this, not by any means, because this all started what,
Should I try to?
3 years ago, 4 years
Uh,
ago,
it's 6 years ago, 4418.
6 years ago.
But yes, and my paperwork is beyond incredible. My doctors are. There's no way that I could lose this. I
Right.
mean, it's impossible. They just lied, and they all lied together.
Right.
No accident, no injuries, and the system is closed. So when they all close you out, there's no appeal you can do to anywhere. It's never be able to be relitigated again. So they can be dishonest and fraudulent, and unless you do something over all of this, like a class action lawsuit or a federal investigation or something through the industrial commission, they can just keep this going on and on.
Right. Well, we feel like all the fraud that's been perpetrated is going to be exposed, and it is going to come down. The question is, how long is it going to take? Because in my perception, it's been taken apart bit by bit by bit by bit for the last 6 to 8 years. But obviously, for something that's been this corrupt for this long, it does not come down quickly. It does not come down easily, but they are tumbling and tumbling and tumbling, and it will come down. But we agree with you. It feels like don't just drop it. However, we do want you to get on with your life. We do want you, we know you've been in limbo to a degree. And so you need to create the life that you want to have. You need to talk to people. You need to see what you can do. But don't let this be the only focus within your life.
Okay. Thank you, Goddess. I don't want to take up any more of everyone's time.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Love you. Thank you. Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Hi. This was an incredible session tonight. The visuals of the light and the high meadow and Buddha and Christ coming down. It was just remarkable, and yes, a lot more uh, poignant than last year as
Indeed.
far as just see for me. Yeah, and I just wanted to say that. But my question is, I've gone through periods, and I know it's probably intense energies coming into the earth, and I just will have anxiety, and that's not like me at all. A lot of it kind of directed towards my job. I have more duties with this job, but I usually handle things in stride, work hard at it, and but I just had anxiety, and I just wonder, and I try to ground, you know, I'm pretty fairly grounded, get outside in nature every day. I just wondered if that is the energy's just intense or what is going on.
So interesting. Two things came up. The first thing was, you're still at that job. That was the very first thought that went through as you were still talking about it. So it keeps feeling
Oh,
to
maybe
us,
that's it. Yeah.
yeah, it keeps feeling to us as if you're not going to be there very long. This is at the end of it, not necessarily for the job itself, but for your part in it. That either there'll be something else that comes up that you do, or somehow, some way, we don't see you there that much longer. The second thing we wanted to say about this is there have been some very, very intense solar flares that have come in particular over the last 7 to 10 days. And those solar flares tend to affect people emotionally. So whether they feel it as stress or anxiety or like crying or just giddiness, the people's emotions are being triggered with a lot of these solar flares that are coming in. They've been particularly intense, and that just makes the emotional reaction even more. So that's my take on it, is
Yeah.
that you are feeling a lot of these things because of the flares, which are opening up the consciousness of the planet. And so
Right.
if you're feeling anxiety, then it might not even necessarily be your own. So when you're out in the ocean and
Uh,
when you're out in nature, continue to just, clear off and remember, is it mine or is it someone else's? And just let it go.
uh, yeah. And I think part of the anxiety too might be I so believe this job. I've been there 27 years. I'm ready to retire. Financially, I can't until something happens. And they've given me new duties that is a real stretch for me. And yeah, that's part of it's the frustration, anxiety, and mixed in
Mm-hmm.
with the solar flares and everything else. So, but
Right.
thank you very much, and wonderful session tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome, beloved. Hello? It's anonymous, so I can't say who this is, but hello. So someone that starts with 310, I keep clicking to unmute you, so I wonder if your phone is muted in addition to the mute that Shelley placed on it. So maybe make sure the mute button on your phone is not pushed and hit the *6, because we keep trying to click on you and it won't open up. Nope. Hello?
Hi, Robert.
Yes,
Hi. Can you
hello.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, hi. Hi, Goddess. It's been a while. I've been dealing with some pretty severe abdominal pain the last couple days, and I'm just wondering if I could maybe get some help with that, or if I worked on it, or if there's maybe something else that I need to know, whatever comes through.
So as we're looking at you, the first thing that we want to do is just kind of connect where you're feeling that pain. It feels like inflammation to us, and spasming of the muscles and the ligaments and all. And we're just wanting to just kind of pull that pain and discomfort out of you. We want to just kind of bring it down, pull it out, and let that go. And then we want to send in like a soothing kind of a blue energy or pink energy just into and around that. It feels like there's what's that word, scar tissue, and it feels like there's just like where the organs might move separate of one another, they're just seem to be connected and pulled. So we're just sending in energy and light that it loosens everything up and that it takes away that pain. Do it again.
I do have scar tissues and adhesions that are binding organs together where I'm having that bad pain. So
Yeah.
for me, it's gotten worse.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
it feels like
considering
to us.
surgery, but it's not. It's I would have to lose. I'd have to lose a lot of weight, and so it wouldn't be until maybe next year. And I don't know if it would help.
Yeah. We do see a potential at some point that you might decide to do surgery and it would cut all that scar tissue there, but it feels like that's only as a last resort. There's so many different alternative medicines or treatments that are coming out now that like wave formation, what is it called? Like sound waves and light waves and different energies like biofeedback and different things like that might help to take away that pain and loosen up those muscle and ligaments so that you feel a little better. So maybe look at some of those things and see if that doesn't help with that chronic pain you have.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. We're also continuing to leave that, send that energy and love into you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello? Someone says anonymous. Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
Oh my God! I redialed twice, and I had to press again. You kept saying anonymous, and my phone doesn't say anonymous; just say my name. And I
Correct.
pressed *6 again, wrong. Dial 2 again. This keeps happening to me, Shirley. God, what's going on?
Correct. And you're the only one that happens to. It's so crazy.
I know. I know it's great. It must be in a different plane here. Oh, thank you for coming back. And when I came back and redialed, I was going, please, I'm here, I'm back.
Well, she recognized that you were actually the first one in the queue, so we wanted to be sure to get you.
Thank you, thank you so much, and thank you for the wonderful journey and the expansion of consciousness, of course, and everything. But I really rejoicing in the fact that we are at a point of new beginning, and that's what I feel.
Yes.
It's just the light. Everything is just it's a splendor that didn't exist before, in spite of all the horrendous things still happening.
Correct.
I am going through an amazing experience with these amazing plasma influxes and the magnetosphere being thinner and the solar flares. I'm in heaven. And so continuing with the wonderful support you've been giving me, I've had great success in reducing almost to nothing the edema in the left cornea.
Good.
And the endothelial cells, which I've been doing the energetic surgery, as you confirmed in one of the previous sessions, the reason that it's called a specular microscope is not showing the progress is because it's 3D, right? And
Correct.
what I'm bringing in is from wave to particle, and it's not detecting that frequency. That was my intake, and you confirmed that with me. But the correlation that the edema is almost all gone is hand in hand. The edema couldn't be gone if the endothelial cells wouldn't be pumping the ionic punction from bottom up. So I'm not up for surgery anymore.
Good.
Okay?
And that's
Fabulous.
the yes, because as long as the edema is still showing low number of endothelials, but according to my take and my friend that I work with sometimes, we muscle test, instead of being at 500, I'm at 850 on the left cornea, which it doesn't matter right now. The effect is perfect, but I'm hoping that you can tweak that specular microscope a little bit so that I can
Okay.
get the right reading.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, okay, that, and then I have one major request. Should I go on that one, or are you going to do that
Well,
first?
there's still other
Keep
people
it in
waiting,
the,
so we need to kind of keep this. I mean, you've already been talking,
okay,
so we got
yeah.
to be kind of quick. So we're working.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
the left, in the left retina, something has shown up that wasn't shown up before,
Mm-hmm.
and that is scar. I'm sorry, not scar tissue, but constricted blood vessels in my left retina,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't make any sense that it just showed up. It might be that you saw it in the past, and I think you saw it. You thought it was scar tissue, and it was in the etheric, but now it's in the physical.
Okay.
Has it already been gone with the treatment I did, and give me a tweak there, because I have to go in 3 days.
So what we're
Otherwise,
gonna
they have to
do?
give me another injection in the
Yeah,
eye.
we'll just work with both your eyes, and we're gonna kind of start within the center of the eyes, and then we're gonna go through not only starting with the but the cornea, but we're gonna go through the shape of the eyes. We're gonna go through the pupil. We're gonna go through all aspects of your eyes, just kind of starting in the center. And as we do so, we're just gonna make these tiny concentric circles, and we're just going to kind of clean out whatever's there. We're gonna clean out. Okay. So that was just with the right more so. And now we're going to work with the left.
No, only the left. I don't have a problem with the right. It's only the left. Only
We're
the left.
just saying that we felt something in the right, and that was what we worked on first, because we could feel something there.
Oh.
So no matter what it was.
Wonderful.
And so now we're working
Okay.
with the left.
Okay.
Okay. We do still feel some scar tissue, and we feel like some limited mobility. Like it doesn't feel smooth and flexible. It feels like some of it is just stuck tissue, not moving. So for whatever that may be, we're just sending the energy into it, and we're just going to peel it away so that it's infused with the energy, that all the parts of your eye line up with one another. They are all functioning to the best of their ability. Any scar tissue or lack of movement or working for you, all of that, we want it to just transition back into that which is in your highest and best interest. And to us, it looks pretty good. The right eye felt like it still had some problems, but we've cleared out both of them. We've infused energy into both of them, that they will, to us, they feel like they're fine. It felt like it was just a matter of some fine tuning, and the majority of the worst of it has already been healed by the work you've done.
Thank you. I will leave time for other people. Thank you, from infinite gratitude.
You're
My
welcome.
love. Blessings to all.
Yeah, you're welcome, beloved. Go ahead.
Hi, Goddess. This is Bobby from Canada. How are you?
Hi, good to see you.
Great to see you. It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We're expecting some sort of EBS or something to happen on the planet. I mean, we feel something is coming, and at the same time, our condo is going to be completed in Mexico, and we're going to be driving from Canada to Houston to Mexico. And we're wondering when would be a good and safe time for us to do so that we're in the best place possible if that occurs while we're gone.
So you will be fine. Our sense, as we're looking at this right now, and with what you're talking about, it feels like things that are going to transition are going to be the end of May, the first part of June. And so if you focused on like mid-June, the second week of June, and after that, you would be fine. And even if, and like the EBS transitioning, it doesn't feel like it's going to be as long or as debilitating as people sometimes feel. But we do feel like there's something significant coming up that last week of May, the first week of June, in that time frame. That's when we would say things are going to most likely. I mean, who knows? Everything keeps getting put off, does it not? But as I'm looking at it right now, that's what's showing up as times just to kind of pay attention. And if you don't have to travel or do a big change like that, then wait till after that.
Okay, so you're thinking it'll happen in Canada while I'm still here then, and then we just pack up and go after that.
It feels like it's going to be worldwide, and it's going to be bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere. But we just feel like the big transition is that last week of May, the first week of June.
Do you think that it'll be safe for my partner to bring his very expensive computer that he does programming? Do you think it'll be safe for us to bring his computer with us to Mexico?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I needed today. I really appreciate that.
You-
Oh, and I wanted to say the meditation was amazing, and I had fireworks going off right across from my bedroom window the entire time.
Wonderful. Now, could that
It
be
was fabulous.
coordinated? You couldn't have even tried.
I couldn't have even tried. Like, I'm in a little rural area here, right outside my window. It was amazing.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
This next one will have to be the last one. I'm sorry I can't get to everyone tonight.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
Fine. Can you speak up a little, please?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's good.
I lost my son. My son had passed away 3 years ago, and I was told by you at a reading at one time that he was, in fact, something about Andromeda or star seeds. And my question to you is, I've heard a lot on different videos on YouTube about their roles to play after they pass, and I was just wondering if you see anything with my son.
So it's very hard to connect to people that have tried. Like right now, we're connecting to you, but you're one of maybe 100 or 200 people. And then we're looking at, and all of those 100 or 200 people have, it's the point is, it's like when we try to just pinpoint one person, it's like out of masses and masses of people, it's very, very hard to do so. We will try. What is your son's name?
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay. So we are not 100% sure if this is Thomas. It doesn't feel like it's him 100%, but it feels like it may be representing the Andromedans have been a part of the ascension of the planet from the time that the planet began. And then there were other times when the Arcturans or the Pleiadians or different of the planets have been more focused on that part of the ascension. So with this next phase that's coming on, it feels like the Andromedans are going to be very prevalent in that. And so when we said your son's name, Thomas, and asked to know where he was, we got this image of a group of individuals, and many of these are people that have been upon the earth fairly recently, like within the last 50 years, and that they came to Earth with a mission to understand what the energies were of the Earth, and then take that and transition it to what they're doing as far as this journey goes. So this group is representing one of many different groups that are coming into the Earth plane. Some of them are working on communications. Some of them are working on connecting with people individually. Others of them are just working on, just many different types of healing that's going on the planet. They're there's healing and communication feel like the two primary things. So when we asked to know what is Thomas doing, we just had that sense of a group, and that he's working as part of a group energy, and that this group are individuals that have recently been incarnated on the planet, and they were here for the express reason of making alignments with people and then working on the healing and this next phase of the ascension. So I know you probably wanted a personal message from him, but I'm sorry, it just is too hard to do it
No,
this.
no, that's quite okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
And do they work with you in your dreams?
Yes, absolutely. If you're getting dreams of him, or if you feel his presence around you, or if you feel like, maybe you haven't been thinking about him and all of a sudden you start thinking about him, that could 100% be him coming in and communicating with you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Goddess.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
I know I couldn't get everyone's questions answered tonight. I'm sorry about that. I always just do the best I can, but Shelley's very, very tired all of a sudden. The Wesak Festival has completed for this year in terms of the actual process and people focusing upon what happens during that festival. But the energy that was created, the energy that was manifested, the energy that was experienced is something that will never go away. Be present in your everyday life and connect into those energies anytime that you so choose. Allow that to be anchoring within you so that you too can move forward in your own ascension process. As Sananda said, remember, this is the new beginning. You have completed the tasks of the past. So look at your life as a new beginning as you move forward. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.